ask like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull up.
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's the AFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports. We'll see Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans taking on Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. Intensity level will be off the charts.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
And by now, it's a familiar story about Ryan Tannehill. Remember, 6 seasons as the starter in Miami, but unfortunately, he never played in a playoff game there. Got his team to the playoffs one season, but was hurt, and Matt Moore had to play in the playoff game for him. But I know he has to be buoyed by how well he played in the playoffs last year with Tennessee. Helped them get to an AFC championship game and expects to do at least that again, if not get to the Super Bowl this season.
Derrick Henry.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Titans.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Henry again, the ball carrier.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
A 3-yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So give them the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Short of the goal line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team, just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
And now the Titans will line up to go for 2. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put it in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. You usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score on the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Watson now to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's the end of the first quarter.
6-0 our score after 1.
Texans nothing.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he gets it down to the 32.
The pass. Jeffrey Simmons on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 25.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
A.J. Brown.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight to the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Henry again, the ball carrier.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On 3rd down, Henry. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Stephen Gostkowski for the Tennessee field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Gostkowski, whoa, he missed it. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
6, Texans nothing.
The These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Watson trying to get his guys moving. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, open man, the tight end falls. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On first down, Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
Texans first down.
To the air yet again, Watson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jadeveon Clowney, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. And what I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or 2, and they could be very happy at that point.
At the 33-yard line.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On the catch, it's Duke Johnson.
Watson's pass.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the Titans' 49.
Now Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
The ball carrier.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Titans.
Henry, the ball carrier. Touchdown.
Derrick Henry. 53 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. On the ground, this is Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
At the 34-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
He's brought down.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 31 yards there and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one, 28 yards on the ground. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Touchdown, Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so. Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At the 50-yard line.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stopped it behind the line for the 2nd straight play. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. From the 50, it's Watson. He gets it left side of Johnson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get it. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation. Yeah. Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Fairbairn good with the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football.
The onside kick is recovered.
Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. To protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, it's Henry. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
On the play. Brings up 4th down.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long from Houston.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. We'll step on, spin, move, and zone. Go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show.
on, maybe the shoes.